guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from my makeup look as well as the title of this video, I'm gonna be doing another one of my album art inspired makeup looks. These videos don't do as well as I would like for them to do, but I do enjoy doing them. So I'm gonna keep doing them, but I'm not gonna put them into my typical schedule of videos. So these will just show up when I feel like uploading them, probably like a Sunday or something like that. So it'll be like a bonus video. So I'll still be doing them, but they won't be part of like my Tuesday, Friday schedule. So for today's video, I will be doing a look for Hunter Gatherer by Avatar. It just recently came out. Such a good album. If you've never heard of Avatar, the band before, not the TV show. I've never actually seen the TV show, so when I'm talking about Avatar, I'm always talking about the band. Avatar is a Swedish heavy metal band that formed in 2001. They've been around for quite a bit. They've released 8 studio albums, with Hunter Gatherer being their 8th one. I love Avatar, so of course when I saw this album art, I was like, I've got to do it because I just love the colors in it, pink and black. That was like my 2006 aesthetic. 2005. It was whenever I was big on MySpace, so probably 2004. I used to say when I was younger, I was like, I'll only wear pink if it's with black. Now I just like pink and black. And I like them together, but I also like them separate. So when I saw the album art, I was like, yes, I have to do an album art inspired makeup look for it. So this is the look, if you haven't guessed. If you would like to see what I do to get here, not sure why, because I'm not that good at makeup, but you know what, whatever, I enjoy it. Keep watching. So like I said, today's album art inspired makeup look comes from the newly released Hunter Gatherer by Avatar. I fell in love with this album art as soon as I saw it because of the use of pink. I was so excited to see an album cover use various shades of pink. So looking at the album art, obviously the pink in the mouth is what draws you to it. But then you also look at the fact that the mouth has black lipstick. There's a little bit of pink and black makeup kind of smearing down. So today's makeup look, obviously I'm gonna have to do a black lipstick, duh. For today's makeup look, I am gonna do various shades of pink on my eyelids with a little bit of black to just kind of like give it a little bit more definition. So that is the plan. The palettes that I will be using today, I will be using 2. One is Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star, and the other is the Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson. We're not even gonna get into how people feel about these people right now. The makeup's good. So the first thing I'm gonna do is zoom you all in. So obviously the rest of my makeup is on. We're only gonna do eyelid and lip stuff. So the first thing we need to do is to put on a little primer. We're just gonna put this all over the lid. Our eyelids are primed. They're ready to go. The shades that I plan to use for this look are from the Conspiracy palette, Pigment for sure, and maybe Trisha, haven't decided yet. And from the Jawbreaker palette, Bubblegum, as well as Cotton Candy. I think I'm leaning toward Cotton Candy as opposed to Trisha. Both are like shimmer shades, so I don't want to use both. But just looking at the album art, Cotton Candy looks like it would probably mesh better. Trisha seems a little too dark for what I want to go for. So we're probably only going to use Pigment from this one, but we will also go into my Rides here, which is the black shade down at the bottom, but that'll be the last part. So we are going to start with Pigment, so out of the Conspiracy palette, and that is going to go into my crease as well as a little bit above it, because like I always say, I have hooded eyelids. You just need to do more than your crease, because otherwise you won't see it. So I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush. I'm going to get some of Pigment right here. If you've ever used this palette, you know there's a lot of fallout. That kind of sucks, but we do what we can. And I'm just going to start putting it into my crease as well as above it. It's popping. Now that Pigment is down, I'm gonna go into the Jawbreaker palette and pick up Bubblegum on a tapered brush. I'm gonna put this on the outer corner of my eye, bringing it into the middle a little bit. You'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Bubblegum is on now. Next, I'm gonna go in and grab Cotton Candy, which is the shimmer shade down here. I am gonna spray my brush first so that it picks it up better. I'm just gonna go in here, pick some of this up. And this is gonna go on the inner part of my eye, going into the center, kind of like Bubblegum did, except for opposite. And so then the two will kind of meet in the middle. All right, so now that is on my eyelid, I am gonna go back in with this little tapered brush that I picked Bubblegum up with. And I'm gonna go into the Conspiracy palette and get my rides here and just put the tiniest little black on the outer corner just to kind of provide a little bit more definition than what's there. Not a lot though, because I don't know about anyone else, but black eyeshadow is intimidating. Now that that's placed a little sloppily, I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and blend it out to the best of my ability. I'm gonna go back in to Bubblegum, pick a tiny bit up, and that's gonna go under my eye, so on the bottom lash line. And for the final touch on the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go into Jawbreaker, get a little bit on the teeny tiny brush. I'm gonna put that on my inner corner, just to make it pop. So now that the eyeshadow is done, I'm gonna go and do the rest of my eye look and then I will be right back. And voila! Here is the final look for my Hunter Gatherer by Avatar's album art inspired makeup look. I went on ahead, threw on some lashes, threw on lipstick. This is Weirdo by Jeffree. This is the final look. Got some pink eyes, got some black lips, looking very gothic, which is fitting because I am planning to go Halloween decor shopping today. So about the album, I almost forgot to actually talk about the album. I absolutely love Avatar. They were probably my biggest surprise for bands I discovered last year. So in 2019, I'd never heard of them before, hadn't heard all their other albums. This is their 8th studio album, which is wow, they've been around a while. I heard them for the first time last year at Sonic Temple. Not only did I hear them for the first time, but I saw them live for the first time all at the same go of it. First of all, I love any band that has like a little gimmick to them, like with their getup, with their storyline, whatever. Ghost is always like my first option when I'm telling people about bands with gimmicks. Ghost has a gimmick. So does Avatar. Avatar gets all dressed up and they usually have like a storyline for whatever that cycle is on their album. I love their costumes. Their costumes are amazing. You know, gimmicks don't work with every band, but for Avatar, it does. And so to see them in their makeup and in their getups, and it's just it's a fun experience. So for this album in particular, the singles were amazing and they're vastly different. You have Silence in the Age of Apes, you have Colossus. Those singles were amazing, but it doesn't really give you a good insight to what the rest of the album's gonna be like. And as my boyfriend told me before I started listening to the album, he's like, the lyrics get progressively dark throughout it. And yes, they do, but I wouldn't expect anything less from Avatar. They are pretty dark in general. So you get to a song like Child and whew, was not expecting that twist. That was a pretty dark one. I personally love Colossus. Love it. Music video is incredibly dark. I absolutely love that song. Another one on this album that I really enjoy is Scream Until You Wake, and I really like the intro guitar bit. I don't know, it just sounds really cool. There's one thing about the songs that is probably the only thing that I didn't like, and that is how most of the songs kind of stuck to a sound. There were like two or three songs on this album where there was like 3 or 4 different sounds going on. It's like they'd start off this way and then all of a sudden it changed to this and it sounded like a different song, and then it changed to this and sounded like a different song, and at the end it changed to something and sounded like a different song. So it wasn't very cohesive with those particular songs, but I still enjoyed them because Scream Until You Awake is kind of like that. I'm sitting there going like, did it switch to another song? Nope, still the same song. That was my only hold up with it. Otherwise, this album is amazing. Go listen to it if you're into this kind of music. It is very heavy, or heavy by my standards, probably not by other people, but it's heavy by my standards. I absolutely loved it. Definitely listen to Silence in the Age of Apes, Colossus, Secret Door. Also, fun fact, Corey Taylor from Slipknot is on this album. He doesn't have like any solo bits, but for Colossus, he screams out the word Colossus, and then in A Secret Door, he whistles. I thought that was kind of funny. Go check it out if you're interested. Also, let me know what you think of this look. It's kind of basic, but I was really happy that their album art had pink in it, so I was like, yeah, you get to play with pink, and also black lipstick. Of course, now I have to go Halloween shopping and wear a mask, and no one will ever see my lips. That's depressing. Let me know if you've actually heard the album yourself. Comment down below what songs you like from this album if you have heard it, but definitely go check it out if you haven't. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go down there and hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be. I don't know, even though I do, this is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys.